Welcome to Mount Western Raceway. This is the start of the summer racing series. We kick off with the Lamborghinis, and joining me in the booth all the way from Thailand is Chris from Toon Tracks Racing.
It is great to be back here, Hot Car Track, and I am really looking forward to this.
Right in front of us here in the booth is the 26 competitors. Do you have a favourite that you think might take this one out?
Very tough choice. I'm going to have to go with one of the Diablos. They are usually fast on the track.
Let's have a closer look at the 7 that are racing in tonight's heat.
First up, we have the hypercar Lamborghini Veneno, driven by Toy Car Reviews, and this is sponsored by Po' Boy Racing.
Next up, we have Redline Savage Inc. in that yellow Diablo. This car hasn't raced in 30 years, and he's driving for himself, Redline Savage Inc.
Next up, we have Crazy Man. He's driving the Lamborghini Gallardo, and this is sponsored by my Hot Wheels collection.
All the way from Tassie, Australia is Cess C. She's driving in the Police Gallardo for Metal Mania 3D. Next up is a familiar face, and this is Hansi Ledigan driving in
a Lamborghini Aventador J, and this one is sponsored by Mark D of CRC Racing.
In the driver's seat for 100 Proof Racing is Dom Mansfield. He's driving in the Reventon Roadster.
For our last one, we have Leafer 12 inside the Lamborghini Murcielago, sponsored by Nero 62.
Drivers are at the start gate. This is race 1 out of 4.
This will be a 4-lap race, and only the top 3 will move on to the semifinals.
Redline Savage Inc. going hard first, and Toy Car Reviews getting knocked out of turn 1.
And here comes Redline Savage Inc. in a Diablo, leaving everybody in his dust.
Oh, a big hit there by Toy Car Reviews right on Redline.
That was indeed a vicious hit, but he got the last lap with an 8:23 time. And suffering a DNF with the Murcielago, Reventon, and a Lamborghini Aventador J.
Dom Mansfield in the Roadster struggling down the back in the first.
Yeah, Dom Mansfield definitely had trouble. You can see him coming around the first bend, and he actually hit the apex, spun out of control, and that pretty much did him in.
Here's your top 3, Redline Savage Inc., Toy Car Reviews, and Cess C. These 3 will hold the front row going into the second.
Comprising the second line in the starting grid, we have Crazy Man, Leafer 12.
And on the outside is Hansi Ledigan, followed up with Don Mansfield on the back row.
And Redline Savage Inc. is at it again as the Diablo is pulling away from the rest of the pack.
Redline Savage Inc. pulling across the line. There goes Toy Car Reviews, followed by Crazy Man and Cess Z.
Oh, and Toy Car Review gives him a little hello in his own way, but it doesn't matter as the Diablo gets an 8:15 time, and once again, he gets the last lap.
That was a big stack, and that was a crazy late charge there by Crazy Man. And there's Dom Mansfield crossing the line in the Roadster.
And an unfortunate outcome for Leafer 12 as he suffers a DNF in his Murcielago.
A nice tight pack coming into that turn 1. Look at Redline Savage Inc.
Crazy Man in the Gallardo is unable to take advantage of the slipstream, but he still manages to finish third.
That's right, you can see them all bunched up there and really just crawling across that line.
So the current top 3 is Redline Savage Inc., Toy Car Reviews, and Crazy Man. And the rest will have to up their game if they wish to make it to the semifinals.
Heading into race 3, and Redline Savage Inc. is on fire. Crazy Man is right there, along with Toy Car Reviews. This is going to be a fantastic race.
That yellow Diablo is proven to be unstoppable, and Crazy Man is not too far behind.
Yes, he's going to be hard to beat, and here comes Toy Car Reviews. Oh, he's just got hit.
And finishing first and third is Redline Savage Inc., Crazy Man, and Toy Car Reviews.
Redline Savage Inc. coming in at an 8.19, and look how far back he's bounced off that back wall.
Redline Savage Inc. appears to be in a league of his own as none of these cars are able to keep up with him, and he is walking away with this. And a lot of these cars here are having trouble finishing.
Yes, Mount Western Raceway can beat the best of them, and there's Leafer 12 struggling down the back.
And the current top 3 is Redline Savage Inc., Crazy Man, and Toy Car Reviews.
This is the last heat, race 4 in heat 1 of Lamborghinis. How do you see this one playing out, Toon Tracks?
I see a certain yellow Diablo streaking across the finish line first again.
Crazy Man going out hard, and here come Hansi Ledigan around that corner. Here comes Redline Savage Inc. into turn 2. He's right out front. He's got to cross the line, and yes, he does. Congratulations.
And right behind him, coming in second, is Crazy Man in a Gallardo,
Hansi Ledigan in the Aventador J just gets across the line.
which enables him to secure third place.
And stuck back on the main straight there is Don Mansfield in the Revention Roadster, really having a bad race in tonight's first Lamborghinis.
And unfortunate for Don Mansfield in his Red Button Roadster, he does not have a great exit coming out of the first bend. It gets tangled up with the Veneno, which seals his fate.
Here's your top 3 after Heat 1 of the Lamborghinis. Redline Savage Inc., Crazy Man and Hansi Ledigan taking up third spot.
So moving on to the semifinals, we have Redline Savage Inc. sponsoring himself, followed by Crazy Man, who is sponsored by My Hot Wheels Collection,
And taking up third spot is Hansi Ledigan.
sponsored by Mark D of CRC Racing. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chris from Toon Tracks Racing. This is good night from Mount Western Raceway. We'll see you all again in Heat 2 of the Lamborghini tournament.